Hey guys, last stop in the soloing Crota video series that I am making. So if you haven't seen the other videos, I am going to put the links in the description, so you should definitely go check them out. It was a long time coming getting to this point. So you'll notice that while all of my other videos have been on hard mode, this one is on normal mode, simply because soloing Crota on hard is incredibly difficult. As you might imagine, it is hard mode, and it is something that me and several other people are working hard to do, but as of right now has not yet been done. So the strategies that I'm going to outline here are not going to be, they don't translate over to hard mode at all. You really can't take as many chances, you can't take as much damage as I'm going to in this video. Even right now, with me blinking in the red for health, I'm taking a huge chance. I'm doing this on a Warlock, so you're going to see me doing some very Warlock specific things that you will not be able to do on other classes. But if you follow the link in the description, I actually have a full written guide that's going to be on Destiny DB, and that will have a text description of how to take Crota down on every other class. So an important thing about being a Warlock is that you can take Crota down without using any heavy at all, even though I choose to just because I really like using the Yallarhorn. That's just me. So the strategy is very straightforward. It's essentially exactly what you would do with a full fire team. You're going to get one down per sword. You can get more if you have 4 Yallarhorn rockets, or if you're using a Hunger of Crota, then a Hunger of Crota plus like some sort of DOT being applied either from Thorn or from Fusion Grenade or from Throwing Knife by the Hunter. I believe it just takes a little bit more to get him down with the Hunger of Crota. I could be wrong though. I believe I am not, but I could be. If I am, somebody will tell me in the comments, and then I'll make an update in the description or something and make a little flashy annotation. So after you get him down the first time and he moves over to the right, the sword bearer is going to come out. And what you want to do, if possible, you're just going to pepper him with damage. The sword bearer was not in a place where I was really able to effectively hit him at this point, so I'm trying my best just to stay alive. Crota can hit me in most places down in this pit, so what I'm going to do is just hide behind the pillar. You can also run into the very back room where you spawn for the Death Singer, and where the Gatekeeper is on hard mode, which is why this won't apply to hard mode. Sort of. That's sort of true with a couple of the strategies that we've been tinkering with. Anyway, hopefully we'll have a video of that pretty soon. General strategy for taking Crota down is going to be as follows on all classes. Run over to this rock, drop the sword, drop 2 Yallarhorn rockets into him, or whatever method you're using. Run up and get 4 swings in. Make sure you're holding the... Alright, looks like it's going to be 3 swings. Okay, get 3 swings in. Make sure you are holding the the left joystick forward. This cancels your getting up animation and makes your swings go faster, which means you'll get out of the line of fire much quicker. You're also going to notice that there's going to be significantly less of Crota jumping into your face with a horrible swinging pattern that he does, because you're the host, because you're the only one here, so you mitigate all lag. Well, unless you have a bad internet connection, in which case you only have your lag. You're not going to deal with the host's lag. For the ogres, this part is very straightforward. I like to stand up here on the left side of this pit and just wait for them to spawn and try to take down one of them before the other one is able to reach you. It's much easier to deal with 1 ogre than it is to deal with 2. You'll also notice that I'm constantly taking down thralls and acolytes. I'm just hoping for some purple drops. Even though I popped a synth, it's something you want to be doing as much as possible, is just trying to get as much purple drops as you can. So you'll see this ogre's coming out, and these hallowed ogres are fast and they're angry. So I do my best to take out the one on the right before the one on the left gets to me, and then I retreat into the safety of this back room so I don't have to worry about Crota. And then I have a couple extra rockets to use. You're only going to need 4 more rockets at this point. Actually, I didn't see his health. It could be 3. Yes, it's only 2 more rockets because there's 3 swings left to go. Taunting him a little bit. Once the sword bearer comes out, it's going to be as simple as just repeating the same strategy again. So I'm just going to give an overly explained rundown of exactly what to do when you are taking the sword. So the sword bearer is going to come out. If you have Black Hammer, it is definitely your best friend for this part. If you don't have it, Icebreaker will suffice, although you'll need to probably put just 1 or 2 primary shots onto the sword bearer to make sure he doesn't start regenerating health in between shots once your Icebreaker runs out. When you take the sword, you're going to stand on the smaller rock over here on the side, and then you're just going to shoot Crota with your rocket launcher and get him down. Once that happens, I think I actually messed this one up. Oh yeah, this was a super... Now I remember this run. This was a super hairy situation. I was very lucky to get out in time. There is an app online that actually charts Crota's movement based on time. I'm going to link that in the description as well, because if I had had that, I would have known not to go for the kill right there, because I would have known he was moving. I took just a little bit too long with the ogres, if I'm being honest. Fatebringer works well in this section. Let's see, I was talking about the sword, right. So, 2 rockets to drop him. And then you're immediately, after you launch your second rocket, you're going to grab the sword, you're going to jump up, swing forward with R1, and you won't be able to hit him until his shield is all the way down, but he's not going to kneel right away when his shield is down. He has a couple of frames where he's still standing, and then the kneeling animation. You can hit him during all of this. So if you're able to get in there sooner than I was on the last one, then you will be able to just take him out without it being much of a problem. I wasted some heavy, so I'm not going to have heavy for this part. So you're going to get to see the Warlock in action again. So if you are a Warlock, just make sure you have grenades damaging over time and fusion grenades. 3 of those will take Crota down. I said 3, and then it actually was 4. So 4 of them will take Crota down. And then that is it. It is a very hard thing to do. If you do it, you are among the best people in the game, best players in the game. So congratulations. I hope you liked this guide, and I will see you next time.